Hello students, welcome to the fifth lecture on the lecture series on direct and inverse proportions. Okay, so previously what we have covered is we have covered some exercises problems and we have done all the basic concepts and the types of problems that are being asked in various competitive exams. So in this lecture what we'll be doing is we'll be doing some previous year questions. So let's figure out a way to do various previous year questions and let's proceed with this lecture. So this is the part 5. So this is the basically fifth lecture in the lecture series of direct and inverse proportions. We will be covering previous year questions. So problem number 1. Let's see what problem number 1 brings to us. So the third proportional of two numbers 9 and 24 is, okay, is it 39, 48, 72 or 64? So this question has been asked in SSC CHSL 2017 exam. Okay, so as you can see, these two numbers are actually divided by what? 3. So 3 also divides 9 and 3 also divides 24. So what we can do first is we can eliminate all the numbers that are actually not divided by 3. This is divided by 3. So still this is in the same ratio. Okay, so this is also eligible now. So this is also eligible. See, as it is divided by 3. It is also eligible. It is also eligible. So this is not a proper way to evaluate the third proportion. Okay, so what we can do right now is if we divide by 3, so what we are left with is 3, and if we divide it by what 3, we are left with 8. Okay, so basically they are differences of 5. So the next will be 5. So adding 5 to it, what we are left with is 13, right? So 13 into 3 is equal to what? 39. So 39 must be the answer. Okay, so A is equal to 9, B is equal to 24. So 9 by 24 is equal to 24 is to C. So it will be actually equal to C is equal to 24 into 24 by 9. So 9 will be what? So 3, this will be 8. So 8 into, so this will be 8. Okay, so this will be 64. So 64 will be the answer. Since what we want to calculate here is we want to calculate the what? If A is to B is equal to B is to C, we want to calculate C here. Okay, so given that A is to B, so given is 9 and B is 24, that is equal to 24 is to X, that is unknown here, or C, we can also write C here. Okay, so this implies that C is equal to 24 into 24 by 9. So 8 into 8. Okay, 3 into 3, that cancels with 24, and we are left with 8 into 8 is equal to 64. Okay, so 64 is the correct answer. So let's proceed with problem number 2. If A is to B is equal to 2 is to 5 and B is to C is equal to 4 is to 3 and C is to D is given to us as 2 is to 1, then what is the value of A is to C is to D? So this question has been asked in SSC CGL 2017 paper. So let's see, is it 6 is to 5 is to 2, 7 is to 20 is to 10, or 16 is to 30 is to 15, or 8 is to 30 is to 15? Okay, which among these 4 is a probable answer to this question? Okay, so since given to us that A is to B is equal to 2 is to 5, so B is to C is equal to 4 is to 3. Okay, so 4 into 5 by 4 is to 3 into 5 by 4. What it will be equal to is 5 is to 15 by 4. Okay, that is equal to 5 is to 7.5 by 2. We can also write as this. So this is equal to 5 is to 3.75. We can also write this. So C is to D is equal to 2 is to 1. So 2 into 15 by 18 is to 1 into 15 by 8. So this is equal to nothing but 15 by 4 is to 15 by 8, right? So let's see the solution. So A is to B is to C is to D is equal to 2 is to 5 is to 15 by 4 is to 15 by 8. So 16 is to 40 is to 30 is to 15. So value of A is to C is to D is equal to 16 is to 30 is to 15. Okay, so the value of A is to C is to D will be 16 is to 30 is to 15. So let's see problem number 3. So if A, B and C are invested amounts in the ratio 3 is to 4 is to 5 respectively, then it is the schemes offered compounded interest at the rate of 20% per annum. So 15% per annum and 10% per annum respectively for A, B and C. Then what will be the ratio of their amounts after 1 year? Is it 3 is to 15 is to 20, or it will be 6:6:5, 12:23:11, or it will be 36:46:55. So this question has been asked in SSC CGL 2017 exam. Okay, so let's go forward and see the solution to arrive at a better conclusion. Okay, so since ABC invest amounts in the ratio 300:400:500 respectively, right? So what we did was we calculated the required ratio. So 300 into 120 by 100 is to 400 into 115 by 100, 500 into 110 by 100. So what it will be equal to? So this will be 3, right? And this will be 4, and this will be 5. Okay, so 3 into 120 is to 4 into 115 is to 5 is to 110. So dividing all these by 5, what we are left with is 3 into 24 is to 4 into what? So this will be, so 23, and this will be 110, right? So this is equal to what? Again, what can we do is we divide by 4. So can we divide by 4? No. So we can also divide by 2, right? So 3 into 2 dividing by 12, this will be 2, this will be 55, right? So this will be 36 is to 46 is to 55. So this is the ratio at which we arrive at. Okay, so this is the final ratio. So problem number 4. So 3200 is actually divided among A, B and C in the ratio 3:5:8 respectively. So what is the difference in Indian rupees between the share of B and C? Okay, given A is equal to 400, C is equal to 800, D is equal to 900, and B option as 600. Okay, so let's see which among these 4 options is actually correct. So this question has been asked in SSC CGL 2017 exam paper. Okay, so this is divided into A, B and C, right? So the ratio is 3:5:8. So 3:5:8. So what is the difference in rupees between the share of B and C? So let their common factor be x. So it will be 3x plus 5x plus 8x is equal to what? 3200, right? So this implies that x is equal to 3200 by what? 8 plus 5 is equal to 13 plus 3 is equal to 16. So this will be 200, right? So the share for B and C will be what? So the share for A will be 3 into 200 is equal to 600, and the share of B will be 5 into 200 is equal to what? 1000, right? And C will be, the share for C will be 8 into 200, that is equal to 1600. So the difference between B and C share will be 1600 minus 1000, right? So it is nothing but equal to 600. So 600 will be the difference. So B is the only correct answer here. All answer D, A and C are incorrect. So 400 is incorrect, 800 is incorrect, and 900 is incorrect. The only correct answer here is 600. So let's see a step-by-step solution of the following so that we can get a better grip out of it. So share of A is what? 3200 by 16 into 3, right? It will be 600 rupees. So share of B will be 3200 by 16 into 5. That will be actually 1000 rupees. So share of C is equal to 3200 by 16 into 8. So it will be nothing but 1600. So difference between B and C is 1600 minus 1000. So how much is it? It is actually 600 rupees, right? So 600 was the correct option in B. Okay. So correct option was B, that is 600. So let's go forward to the next question. So the next question, that is number 5, brings us that 3p by 7 is equal to 4q by 17. This is what given to us. Okay, so then what is the ratio of p and q respectively? So what we can do here is we can just algebraically multiplicate or manipulate in such a way that we get p by q in one side. Then whatever we get in the other side is the ratio of p is to, right? So this question has been asked in SSC CGL 2017 exam. So given that 3p by 7 is equal to 4q by 11, right? So this will be 3p by 4q, 7 by 11. So this implies that p by q is equal to 7 by 11 into 4 by 3. So this will be 7 into 4 is equal to 28 by 33. So p by q is nothing but 28 by 33, right? So P by Q will be 28 is to 33. So P is to Q is equal to 28 is to 33. Okay. So let's see the step by step solution. Okay. So 28 is to 33 is the correct answer. These are all wrong answers, right? Okay. So you can see this is no big deal to solve these kind of questions. But what you need to do is you need to be accurate in this kind of question, because slightly mistake will cost you numbers. And in this case, it can also give you negative marks. Okay. So be cautious while solving these kind of questions. All you need is a little bit of patience and practice. Okay. So let's see the step by step solution. So according to the solution question, 3 by 7 P is equal to 4 by 11 Q, right? This means nothing but this. So P by Q will be what? 4 by 11 into 7 by 3, reciprocal of 3 by 7. Okay, because it was in left hand side. By going to right hand side, what does become is it gets the reciprocal. So this is 28 is to 33. So the answer will be 28 is to 33, as we have seen here. Okay, correct answer. So let's see problem number 6. So the ratio of radius of two cylinders is 2 is to 1, right? So their heights are in the ratio 3 is to 2. Okay. So the radius of two cylinder is 2 is to 1 and their heights are in the ratio this. So their volume are in the ratio what? Okay. So let's see. So let the ratio of the radius of two cylinders, let their common factor be x. Okay. So 2x and 1x respectively. And let the common factor of their heights be y. So 3y and 2y respectively for the first and second cylinder. Okay. So their volume respectively will become what? 2 into 3 is equal to 6xy. And for the second one, it will be 2xy, right? So keeping their ratio, so 6xy is to 2xy will become what? 6 is to 2, right? So 6 is to 2 is equal to 3 is to 1. We can also simplify this after simplification. So 3 is to 1 is the answer here. So these are all wrong answers, right? These are all wrong answers. So the only correct answer here is this one, 3 is to 1. Okay. So this question has been asked in SSC Sub Inspector 2016 exam. Okay. So the answer will be 3 is to 1. Okay. So the ratio of volumes is equal to V1 by V2 is equal to pi into 2 square into 3 by pi into 1 square into 2. So this will be equal to V1 by V2 is equal to 4 into 3 by 2. So V1 by V2 is equal to 6 by 1 or 6 is to 1, right? So let's see problem. So 6 is to 1 is the, no, 6 is to 1 is, okay, we have done a slight mistake here. So this will be what? So their volume becomes 2x square into pi and 2x square into pi, right? So their ratio will become, so their volume ratio will become what? 2x square into pi into y, right? 3y into 3y is to x square pi into 2y. So this will be nothing but 4 into 3 is to 2. Okay, so this will be what? 12 is to 2. So 6 is to 1. So the correct answer is this one. So, and this is the incorrect one. Okay. So the correct answer is 6 is to 1. So problem number 7. So the sum of the cubes of two numbers in the ratio 3 is to 4 is 5824. So the sum of the numbers is what? 5824 whole and 1 by third. 28, 24 or 14. Okay. So this question has been asked in SSC CGL first sitting 2016 exam. Okay. So let the number be 3x and 4x respectively. So 3x whole cube is equal plus 4x whole cube is equal to 5824. That is what given to us, right? So solving this cubic equation, what we are left with is 91x cube is equal to 5824. So x cube is equal to 64. So this implies that x is equal to 4. So x into 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. So 4 into 7 is equal to 28. Okay. So 28 will be the correct option. Okay. These are all wrong options. So 28 is the correct answer, right? Let's go forward for question number 8. So let the numbers x, y, z are respectively proportional to 2, 3 and 5. So the sum of x, y and z is 80, right? So if the number z is given by the equation z is equal to x minus 8, then a is what? 6, 3, 3 by 2 or 5 by 2. So this question has been covered in SSC CGL first sitting 2016 exam. Okay, so let's see which one among these four is a probable correct answer. So let xyz be 2 meter, 3 meter and 5 meter respectively. This is what we have assumed right now. Okay, so according to the question, addition of this is equal to 80. So m is equal to what? M is equal to 8. So z is equal to x minus 8. Okay, because z is equal to x minus m. So 5 into 8 is equal to a into 2 into 8 minus 8. So 16a will be what? 48. So a will be 3, right? Solving this algebraic equation, we can arrive at this conclusion. So let's see problem number 9. So if A, B invest 3000 and 2400 respectively in a business. So after 1 year, there is a loss of 720 rupees. Okay. So the loss is 720 rupees. So how much loss will be bearing? Okay. So loss or profit is in proportion to their investments, right? So is it 72, 320, 360 or 400? Let's figure it out. So this question has been asked in SSC CGL first sitting 2016 exam. So A invested how much? 3000. B invested 2400, right? So A invested by B invested is equal to A's loss is by B's loss because they are proportionate. So according to the question, A plus B is equal to 720 is given to us. So A is equal to 720 minus B. So basically 3000 by 2400 is equal to 720 minus B by B, right? So this implies that 3000 B is equal to 720 into 2400 minus 2400 B, right? So this implies that this will become what? This will become 5400 B. Okay, 5400 B is equal to 720 into 2400. So this implies that B is equal to what? 720 into 2400 by 5400. Okay, so cancelling 20 out from here and here. So what we are left with is 25. So it will be 12, 27, right? And dividing by 3, we are left with 9. And here dividing it by what? 3, we are left with 240, right? So again we can divide by 3. So it will be 3 into 3, right? So 3 and here 4. And again dividing it by 3, 80. So 80 into 4 is equal to 320. So 320 must be the answer, right? So B is equal to 320. We can also write it as this. 9B is equal to 2880. And solving it algebraically, we'll arrive at this conclusion. So 320 is the correct answer. So this is the correct answer. These are all wrong answers. Okay. Neither A, C or D is correct. Only B is correct. So let's see problem number 10. Okay. What it brings to us. So the ratio of number of boys and girls in a school of 720 students is 7:5. So how many more girls should be admitted to make the ratio 1:1? Okay. So is it 90, 120, 220 or 240? Let's figure out which among these four is a probable correct answer. So this question has been appeared in SSC CGL first sitting 2016 exam. Okay. So let's go forward with the step-by-step solution. So ratio of boy and girl is 7:5, right? So number of student will be 720. So 5 number of girl is equal to 5 by 12 into 720. That is equal to 300. So number of boy is equal to 720 minus 300 is equal to 420, right? So the number of girl needed is 420 minus 300 is equal to 120. So let's see problem number 11. So if A and B are in the ratio 4:5 and the difference of their squares is 81, then what is the value of A? So this question has been asked in first sitting of 2015 SSC CGL exam. So is it 36, 15, 12 or 45? Let's figure it out. So given that B square minus A square is equal to 81. Okay. So A is to B is equal to 4:5. So B is to A will be what? 5:4. So squaring both the sides, B square by A square is equal to 25 by 16. So B square minus A square by A square is equal to what? 9 by 16. So it will be 9:16. So 81 by A square is equal to 9 by 16. So A square is equal to 16 into 9 is equal to 144. So this implies that A is equal to 12. Okay. So problem number 12. So what must be added to each term of the ratio 2:5 so that it may be equal to 5:6? So is it 12, 78, 65 or 13? So this question has been also asked in 2015 SSC CGL first sitting exam paper. Okay, so let's figure out which among these four is the correct answer by a step-by-step solution. Okay, so according to the question, what is given to us, 2 plus x whole by 5 plus x is equal to 5 by 6, because it is told to us that what number must be added. So let that number be x, right? So we added it to the each term in the ratio 12 is to 5. So we added 2 plus x and 5 plus x, and we arrived at the ratio 5 is to 6, right? So 12 plus 6x is equal to 25 plus 5x is equal to, this implies that x is equal to 25 minus 12 is equal to 30. So 13 is the correct answer. So this is the correct answer. These are all wrong answers. Okay, these are all wrong answers. So let's see problem number 13. So a vessel contains 60 liters of milk. Okay, so 12 liters of milk taken out from it, replaced by water. Then again from mixture, 12 liters are again taken out and replaced by water. So the ratio of milk and water in the resultant mixture is. So this question has been asked in SSC CHSL first sitting 2015 paper. So is it 16 is to 10, 9 is to 5, 16 is to 9, or 15 is to 10? So let's figure it out. So 12 liter of milk taken out of 60% milk. So 20% of water is added to it. Okay, this is what given to us. So milk is equal to 48 liter. Okay, because 60 liters, because 12 liter of milk is taken out of 60% of milk. Okay, so 48 liter of milk and water is equal to 12 liter, total 60 liter. So now again 20% water is added to the mixture. So 20% of 48, that is equal to 38.4, and 21.6 is now the water. Okay, so ratio of milk and water is equal to 38.4 is to 21.6, that is 16 is to actually 9. Okay, so 16 is to 9 is the correct answer, and 9 is to 5, these are all wrong answers. 15 is to 10, these are all wrong answers. Okay, this is the only correct answer. So let's see problem number 14. So income of x and y are in the ratio 4 is to 3. Okay, so their given expenditure are in the ratio 12 is to 7, right? So both save 3200 at the end of the month. So then the income of x is equal to what? So this question has been asked in SSC Sub Inspector exam 2015. Okay, so is it 6000 or 8000, 4000 or 2000? Let's see which among these four is the correct answer. So the ratio of income of x and y is equal to 4 is to 3, and the ratio of expenditure of x and y is equal to 12 is to 7, right? So savings of x is equal to what? 4a minus 12b is equal to 3200, and 3a minus 7b is equal to 3200, that is the savings of y. So solving I and double I. So what we can do here is we can multiply this with 3 and we can multiply this with 4. So doing that, what we arrive at is 12a minus 32b, 36b is equal to 9600, because we multiplied with 3, right? And after multiplying the second equation with 3, what we are left with that 12a minus 28b is equal to 12800. So subtracting 2 from 1, what we are left with is minus 8b is equal to 3200. So b is equal to 400, right? So b is equal to 400 is what we are arrived at. So now 3a is equal to 3200 plus 7b. So this will be 2000 rupees in total. Okay, so income of x will be what? 2000 into 4, because it is 4x, right? 4a, right? So it will be 8000 rupees. So 8000 rupees is what? Income of x. Okay, so how much will be the income of y? So it will be 3a minus 7b. Okay, you can also calculate that. So it will be 8000. So this is the correct answer. These are all wrong answers. So let's see problem number 15. So gold is 19 times as heavy as water, and copper is actually 9 times heavy as water. So in what ratio should these be mixed to get a alloy 15 times as heavy as water? So is it 1 is to 2, 1 is to 1, 2 is to 3, or 3 is to 2? So this question has been asked in SSC CGL first sitting 2014 exam. So let's see. So by the rule of alligation, what we can calculate is gold 19 times, copper 9 times is equal to 15 times. Okay, so 15 minus 9 is equal to 6, and 19 minus 15 is equal to 4. So the required ratio is 6 is to 4. That is what? Simplified version of 3 is to 2. So let's see problem number 16. Given that x is to y is equal to 5 is to 2. So 8x plus 9y is to 8x plus 2y is what? 22 is to 29, or 29 is to 22, or 26 is to 61, or 61 is to 26. Okay, so x by y is equal to 5 by 2. So 8x plus 9y whole by 8x plus 2y is equal to 8x by y plus 9y by y. So 8x by y plus 2y by y is equal to what? So 8 into 5 by 2, 8 into 5 by 2, plus 9 in the numerator and plus 2 in the denominator. So we'll be arriving at 29 and 22. So let's see problem number 17. So two numbers are actually in the ratio 3:5. So if 9 is subtracted from each, then the new numbers are 12:23. Then the small number is what? Okay. So given that, what we have is, if we subtracted a number from each, so let that number be 3 minus x and 5 minus x. Okay. If 9 is subtracted, so 3x, sorry, it is 3x minus 9 by 5x minus 9. Let their common factor be x. Okay, this is equal to nothing but 12 by 23. So this implies that 23 into 3x minus 9, this is equal to 12 into 5x minus 9. So this implies that 23 into 3 is equal to what? 69x. Okay, minus 12 into 5 is equal to 60x is equal to, so 23 into 9, so 23 into 9 plus minus actually 12 into 9, that is equal to 108. So this implies that 9x is equal to 23 into 9 minus 12 into 9. So this will be x is equal to what? 23 minus 12. So this will be 11. Okay. So if x is 11, then they are in the ratio 3:5, right? So 3 into 11 is equal to 33, and the other number is 5 into 11, that is equal to 55. So the smallest number here is, smaller number is 33 here. Okay, so this is the correct answer. These are all wrong answers. Okay. So here, this is how we did it. So 12 by 23. Now solving this algebraically. So 23 into 3 minus 9 is equal to 12 into 5x minus 9. So 69x minus 207 is equal to 60x minus 108. So 9x is equal to 99. So we arrived at x is equal to 11. So 3 into 11 is equal to 33, and the other number will be 5 into 11 is equal to 55. So the smaller number is actually 33, smaller. So that is why 33 is the correct answer. So that's all for now. Thank you for the time.